Hello everyone, welcome to PhoneUX. So on this video I thought I'd compare the Pixel 7 and the Z Flip 4. They are surprisingly similar in terms of specs and features, but at a totally different price range. So here it goes. So for starters, to get an idea of where these phones are priced at, the Pixel 7 is priced at $600 and the Z Flip 4 is priced at $1,000. So let's go over the specs and features that they have in common. So first thing they have in common is that they are both water resistant. Second is that they both have aluminum frames, so the build quality is really good. Aluminum frames, and then they also have Gorilla Glass on the back. Pixel 7 has the Gorilla Glass also in the front, but of course the Z Flip 4, only the outside has Gorilla Glass, the inside is a different kind of material. Another thing is that the screen resolution is 1080p on both of these phones, which it has become a bit of a standard for some reason on many flagships, instead of going all the way to Quad HD. And they are both accompanied by dual speakers. Now I would say that the Z Flip 4 has a bit of a better balance when it comes to the speakers and the output, but both are very good quality speakers and give a good sound. And also, when it comes to flagship phones, you always expect for them to take good video and capture good pictures. And both of these phones deliver. They both have good quality pictures and video. So what do you get extra for these $400? So let's go over that real quick. So first thing is obviously that the Z Flip 4 can flip. So that's something that the Pixel 7 can only do once. But yeah, so that's basically what you're paying for here, the difference, the flipping feature. The Z Flip 4 also has a bit of a faster processor or processing speeds. So it's rated at 3.19 versus the Pixel 7's 2.85. Both are good in terms of phone standards. There's still, some of the top spec processors available. But this is kind of where the Z Flip kind of takes a little bit of a lead. So it's not that Google went cheap on the chip. It's just that that they decided to take a different route and focus on other things instead of just pure speed. Also, with the Z Flip 4, you get a higher refresh rate for the screen. The Z Flip 4 comes with 120 hertz adaptive, and the Pixel 7 is set at 90. Now 90 is a nice compromise. Honestly, it feels really smooth, and I don't. I mean, you could tell a little bit, but it's not this big difference as if it were 60 hertz. So 90 hertz is actually pretty good, and however, Z Flip 4 has 120. So also with the screen, you do get better brightness. So you get 1200 nits with the Z Flip 4, while you get 1000 nits with the Pixel 7. 1000 is sufficient for outside. You could actually use this phone outside, but obviously the higher you go, the clearer you're going to see the screen in direct sunlight. I've used both in direct sunlight, and I can see them both fine. So I actually have used other phones that have higher brightness, for example the S22 Ultra, and it really does help when you're outside in the sun. Any little brightness that you get above 1000 really it does make a difference. And also with the Z Flip 4, you get the additional UI refinement that Samsung likes to put out with their phones. So this is more of a preference thing, but overall, just using both, the Samsung's One UI does tend to be a little bit nicer to work with, and it does have a few less hiccups here and there. So Samsung does a really good job in refining their UI, and it shows in their Z Flip. So now let's focus on things that are better on the Pixel 7. So the first thing that the Pixel has an advantage on is the battery. So because of the form factor, the Pixel 7 is able to fit a 4300 milliamp battery, while the Z Flip 4 is capped at 3700 milliamps, which is an improvement from the last one, and hopefully they keep on improving it, but as of now, the Pixel 7 has a substantially bigger battery. Also, the Pixel 7 has dust resistance, so you don't have to fear taking it to the beach or to a desert if you're walking in a desert for whatever reason. That just gives it an extra layer of reliability versus the Z Flip 4, which is not, and kind of have to be a little bit more careful when you go to places like the beach. The next and probably the most important thing that the Pixel 7 has compared to the Z Flip 4 is the camera. So the Pixel 7 has a 50 megapixel camera, and the Z Flip 4 is stuck at 12 megapixels. So if in terms of taking a photo at 1x zoom on the main camera, it's not too bad or not too big of a difference. The Z Flip 4 takes great pictures. However, with the difference comes when you try to zoom in a little bit with digital zoom. The Pixel 7 will take noticeably better photos whenever it comes to cropping in, just because of the extra megapixels. But overall, both take good pictures. So finally, my hope of this video is to kind of bring to light the differences on these formats, and starting with the price difference and the fact that they are actually fairly similar. This is not a comparison to say that one phone is better than the other. It's actually pretty similar in terms of their capabilities. I just found the price difference interesting, considering that they have very similar specs, and that kind of just leads to the one thing that the Z Flip has that the Pixel 7 just cannot do, which is the folding. So at least for now, we're gonna be paying a premium for the folding feature. But you know, this goes to show Pixel 7 is a great purchase for the price. It is a flagship spec phone for $599, $600, and then on the flip side, no pun intended, the Z Flip 4 is on the higher priced range of phones, but it's being innovative, and so you kind of have to pay a little extra for that. In the future, I'm sure things will get cheaper, and these phones, at least for now, they won't be competing just because of the price. But if Samsung is able to lower the price, this will actually be start to compete with the likes of the Pixel 7. Or if they go the other route and add the telescopic lens and try to fit a bigger battery, they would actually compete with the Pixel 7 Pro, which is $900, and so it wouldn't be that far off in terms of the price range at that point. But for now, the comparable phone is the Pixel 7, and there is quite a gap in the price. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and comment, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.